Hello and welcome to the first of many feature overviews for GlobalSense PowerTools for Workflow. In this video, we'll examine PowerTools agents supplied with PowerTools for Workflow and why our customers rely on it to process their content server workflows. PowerTools agents is scalable, configurable, and powerful. Using a simple example workflow, we'll look at how the workflow agent supplied with Content Server processes the workflow steps, and then look at PowerTools agents achieving the same tasks. The workflow has 3 steps, all carried out by workflow agents. For this demonstration, we'll use 1 second as the time it takes to process a step. In real life, many will take less time than that, and many will take significantly more time. I've also assumed a sleep interval of 1 minute between agent executions. This is a common period used by many content server systems. So let's look at how the default configuration for Content Server's workflow agent processes a simple workflow. The workflow agent picks up all steps waiting to be processed. It then distributes them among distributed agents, which carry out many background tasks for Content Server. These agents can be on the same server or spread across many servers. Administrators can only specify which servers have distributed agents, not what they process. The distributed agents then start processing the steps, and the workflow agent goes looking for any new steps to be processed. Any found are spread among the distributed agents. By the way, you can see the first step in our simple workflow allocated to the first distributed agent. The workflow agent finds no more steps to process, so it goes to sleep while the distributed agents remain processing. The workflow agent comes alive after the sleep interval and finds further steps to process, including the second step in our example. Again, these are dispersed among the distributed agents to process. The steps are being processed and the workflow agent finds further steps to process. It adds the new steps to the work for the distributed agents. The workflow steps are processed while the workflow agent again goes to sleep. When the workflow agent wakes again, it searches for any outstanding steps to process, which it then spreads between the distributed agents. The workflow agent finds 1 more step to process and adds that to an agent. The workflow agent now goes to sleep. Our example workflow has taken 142 seconds, or 2 minutes, 22 seconds. All workflow steps are now complete, and the workflow agent will wake up after the sleep interval to process anything new. The workflow agent can also operate in first in, first out mode. In this mode, the workflow agent does all the processing. This one agent picks up all steps waiting to be processed, and then processes them one by one. The agent then searches again for steps and processes them. This is repeated until there are no further steps to process. Our example workflow took 39 seconds to complete. The workflow agent then goes to sleep for the sleep interval. Now we'll look at PowerTools agents. A system can have as many PowerTools agents as is required, configured on 1 or multiple Content Server instances. The agents run independently and make PowerTools agents very scalable. They are scheduled to run at specific times or after a configured interval, carrying out 1 or multiple tasks. For item handler and send-on steps, the heavy lifters of workflow steps, an agent can be configured to only process certain workflows. This is especially useful if your workflow carries out long-running activities, blocking other workflow steps from being completed, or if the workflows must be executed as quickly as possible. There are other areas of configuration for PowerTools agents. A key configuration value is maximum events per pass, which limits the number of steps an individual agent picks up as a batch to process. If multiple parallel agents are configured to process particular steps, this ensures the steps are well dispersed among the agents. Using our previous example workflow, we'll see how PowerTools Agents gives improved performance when processing workflow steps. We have 3 PowerTools agents configured with a limit to the number of steps each will pick up to process. Agent 3 has completed all its steps, so goes to look for more. Agents 1 and 2 have completed their steps, so go to look for more. The agents then process their steps. This is repeated until all steps are found and processed. Our example workflow has completed in 16 seconds. Agents 1 and 2 now go to sleep while Agent 3 completes its steps. Agent 3 completes its work and looks for further steps. There are no more steps, so Agent 3 goes to sleep. Let's now remind ourselves how long the simple workflow took to run in our examples. The workflow agent using distributed agents took the longest time because the workflow agent went to sleep twice during the process. The first in first out mode was quicker, but as it uses just one thread to process all workflow steps, it's not suitable for production workflow use. PowerTools Agents was the quickest to process and can be scaled and configured to suit your workflow load. PowerTools Agents also records agent history to show how well the agents are processing, if there are any errors to investigate, and whether or not further configuration is required. If you have any questions about PowerTools for Workflow or any other GCI product or solution, please visit our website or email us. Thanks for watching this video.